All right, everybody, welcome back to the episode of JL Fishing. Before we get in today's video, I just want to say thank you to all my TikTok followers coming over here subscribing to my YouTube channel. I made a TikTok last week, and y'all, it's like 62,000 views right now. Like, it went viral. I mean, it didn't go viral compared to all these like booty and boobs TikToks and stuff like that, but this small town boys, it went viral. I think it got me over like 1,800 followers on TikTok. It doubled my subscribers on YouTube. I just want to say thank you. For the ones that's on YouTube that have not followed my TikTok, my TikTok name is the same as my Instagram, so check that out. I'll have it right here. Y'all make sure to go follow both of them for updates. And on my TikToks, I cut all my fish catches and funny moments and all that stuff like that and put it on TikTok. So all that stuff will be over there. I posted, I think, like 106 videos on YouTube and have not yet done a get to know me video. So that's what this is gonna be about. It's gonna be how I started fishing. This is my backstory, you know. That way y'all know me on a personal side of things, you know. So figure what better way to do it than actually come out here and just do a little fishing while talking. So how I got started fishing, I'd say my dad got me started. And about that time, my papaw, I spent a lot of time with him, and we went like every weekend. Like, he was the main dude to take me fishing, and my dad could when he was able to. I spent a lot of time my early years with my papaw, so I owe a lot of that to him, and I know a lot of y'all can relate to that as well. I remember like just hitting farm ponds after farm ponds, and he actually lived on a golf course. So every time I was at his house, if we was not out and about, I would be at the golf course fishing after the golfers left. And that's how I learned the ropes of fishing right there, basically on a golf course. We'd wear them out. I actually caught, I mean, back then it felt like a double digit. Not really sure if it was or not, but on a dead ringer on a golf course pond. And out of that one pond, that was the only one that I'd actually ever caught a fish out of, and it was a 10-pounder. So I thought it was when I was younger. I know I'm a fisherman, but I hunt too. I love hunting. That's my number 2 hobby, is hunting. But around here at these spotted bass fisheries, the fishing's so good during hunting season that I'd kind of rather be fishing than hunting, you know, because I mean, I love fishing. Oh my gosh, get in the boat. Golly bum, that was a big one. Golly bum, come back and got it. That's a freaking 4-pound largemouth. A whole lot more than hunting, but I mean, the spots in the fall, they just chew top water. It's crazy, and that's why like I generally go fishing. It's like when I could go hunting. Now, I do make a couple hunting trips a year down to our hunting club down south, maybe 2 or 3 being max. But even when I go down there, I still carry a fishing rod with me. I still try to hit a few ponds down there in between hunts. So, a little fun fact, when I think it was 2014, I was a sophomore in high school. I kept having boat motor troubles, so I met a friend of ours that's a mechanic down at Carter's Lake, and he brought his boat too because he was wanting to run it. And it was a really fast boat. We parked mine and went out in his to run his first. If you're familiar with Carter's Lake, we put it at the dam ramp, ran to the dam, because from the dam down to the beach is about the longest stretch you can have to run at Carter's. So we turned around at the dam, made our way back, and by the time we passed the cove where the boat ramp was, which ain't far from the dam at all, we was at over 85 miles an hour. And I remember the chine walk. I remember it going left, I remember it going right, then left, and then all of a sudden, when it went right, it never stopped. And that boat cut right so hard and slung me out. Like, it all happened so quick. Like, I was holding on from the side right there, but it flipped me completely out of the boat. And when the boat finally slowed down, I was still holding on inside the boat with my body in the water. And when it stopped, I remember it pushing me back. And I was a good like 20, 30 feet back from the boat, and I had to swim, and I started swimming, and my arm, I felt something was off. I was still swimming, you know, Thank goodness I had my life jacket on. I'd probably drown without that thing. As I was swimming, I kept looking at my arm like something don't feel right. So my buddy, he helped me back up in the boat, and when I got back up in there, my arm was snapped in half. Like, you got 2 bones in your arm. One was completely snapped in half. So we knew we had to go to the emergency room there. I remember getting up in the boat and asking, "You think my arm's broke?" Like, it was snapped in half. When I went to sit down, I didn't even realize I had my shoes off. I didn't realize I didn't have my shoes on. I got there and sat down, and my Sperry's was in the exact same spot as right before I got slung out. Like, it jerked me out of my shoes. That's how hard. Ever since then, I was like, them fast boats, you know, they just ain't for me. I'm lucky to be alive right now, because luckily he was wearing the kill switch, and when he got slung over, like, it slung him over to my seat, and that pulled the kill switch. If it didn't do that, I don't know. There's no reason for me to still been holding on the side of the boat with my body out of the boat. Like, I have nobody but the good Lord to thank for that. Something out there had to been holding on for me, you know what I'm saying? This is crazy. That was the worst ride back to town that I've ever had. Like, and I blanked a lot and had to come back home knowing I didn't catch a fish. But having my arm broke coming back to town was probably the worst. I remember sitting there at the dock. We was having like some family trouble or something, and my family wasn't answering numbers they didn't know. So all my crap got wet. So I was trying to call everybody, and they wasn't answering my call. So finally, I just kept calling, and my grandma finally answered, and she thought that I was pulling a prank on her when I was really sitting there holding on to the dock, waiting for the trailer to be back down. I was like, with my arm snapped, you know, I was like, look, man, I'm not joking. I was like, well, you need to meet me at the ER. Yeah, it turns out I had to have surgery. A plate and 6 or 7 screws in this bad boy right here. Still got a score to prove it. And come senior year, I finally got a fishing team to come to the high school. Luckily got to fish on that my senior year, and that was a blast. That was such a blast. Like, I think it was one tournament we had like 250 boats out of Chester Frost at Chickamauga. I really miss those days. And we had fishing jerseys and everything. I'll never forget it. Since then, it's blown up a lot more. A lot more schools getting involved. Just an awesome thing. So if you're in high school watching this and your high school's got a fishing team, look, just go fishing. That's the ticket. And to be honest, I wish I'd have went to college and fished too, you know. I was able to get a hold of Bryan College and inquire on a fishing scholarship, but from what they was offering and how much the classes and stuff was, it just wasn't gonna be possible. But I wish I'd have went out there and found more schools, you know. All right, so after high school, worked at chicken houses. Ended up working at chicken houses for like 2.5 years, something like that. I love that place so much. Maybe one day I'll have a farm of my own. I enjoyed it that much. After that, I went to B&M Processing, a slaughterhouse. Enjoyed that. I think at the end of my slaughterhouse job that year, I got on with the post office. And as soon as I got on with the post office, I knew my college stuff was about done, and I was just getting tired of going to school. I think I went a year for business and a 1.5 years for nursing. I was done going to school. Never got a degree or nothing. Kind of wish I did, but kind of glad things happened the way they did. So with the post office, I've worked 6 days a week for, I don't know, pushing 4 years now this December. So it really cuts down on a lot of my fishing. And that's the reason why I got all this stuff going. Like, I want to try to get a career out of my hobby, and like initially, that's my goal, you know. It's been a really hard grind continuing fishing while working. I'll say that. Oh, maybe one day we'll get to fish for a living, you know, but that's my goal. I'm gonna do everything I can to achieve it. Dreams happen every day. So while I'm balancing working at the post office, I go fishing a lot in the evenings after I get off. That's why a lot of my videos are at Carter's, because it's literally like 20 minutes, 30 minutes away, you know, and I just ease on down there for an evening. If I want to go somewhere else, it's either on my only off day or I take off. I've took off a few Saturdays to be able to fish some ABAs and stuff. To be honest, my goal this fall is to try to fish as many ABAs as I can. I don't know if it's like it everywhere, but here they run fall to spring. That's a whole season for the ABAs. Really enjoy fishing them. That's my goal for this year and next year. Other than that, I mean, I mainly fun fish. I have not fished a little tournament, weekday tournament this year, but the past couple of years I've been fishing them pretty heavy. I need to get back into tournament fishing, because it's just something different, you know, like compared to fun fishing to tournament fishing. Like, it feels good to actually be fishing for something, you know, like, and even when you go, if you're going to practice at a lake for a tournament, like, it's a different mode you're in. Like, you're actually in search mode, say, versus say you're going fun fishing, you know. Like, I went fun fishing so much, I'm ready to hop in a tournament, ready for them to get going. Not really sure when the first one is this year, but I imagine it's going to be don't know, August, September, October, something like that. So about basically 2 years ago, I started CrossFit. And let me tell you, that has changed my life. Like, I love it. I never really considered myself a working out person until I tried CrossFit. And like, not counting bettering myself, like my body, I've made such great friends. Like, my best friends now have come from CrossFit. Like, it's crazy how many doors CrossFit opened up for me. Like, more than just fitness. Honestly, this channel probably would not be here if it wasn't for CrossFit and the people that I met doing CrossFit. The people, my best friends down there that do CrossFit, they push me like so much to do this, and they motivate me so much, you know. I couldn't do it without them. You know who you are. Joey, Natalie, Eric, Isaac, Mason. Could not do it without y'all. And I sincerely appreciate the support and the motivation. I really do. And even some of my best friends here from town, you know, Kyle, Tyler. Like, I really could not do it without you. My parents too, and my grandma. I don't know, maybe like 10, 12 people right there. That's my circle. That's my best friends. And every one of them has motivated me to do this, and I love them. You know, I love doing this, and I really appreciate their friendship.
And then there's TJ walking back from holding the camera.
Yeah, TJ too, the editing dude. Really appreciate him. These videos would not be badass without the guy behind the camera, that's right. Oh, and I cannot forget about my buddy Jordan B from CrossFit as well. Like, that's my workout partner right there. I cannot forget about him, and he supports me as well. I really could not be where I'm at if it wasn't for those people. Got another giveaway that you do not want to miss out on. Another Shimano Mantanium DC given away at 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Again, all you have to do to be entered is subscribe. Like, it's so simple, and you might could win a $500 reel. But a funny story, the guy that won the DC at 500 subscribers, his left-handed. So I want to do the right thing. I sent him a left-handed version. So I still have the right-handed reel from that initial giveaway. So that's the one I'm giving away at 1,000 subscribers. Don't miss out on it.
Thank you, Jesus.
Oh yeah. My God.
Oh! That's a dude.
I thought like it was gonna be like a big old fuzzy ball and stuff, but I like it. We'll start over. I wasn't feeling that one. Cut that out.